Good Saturday morning. I'm KHOU meteorologist Kim Castro. We have been talking about the relentless heat week after week. What is it? 4, 5, 6 weeks now, flirting with the triple digits. Check this out. We barely escaped the triple digits yesterday. The high on our Friday was 99 degrees, well above normal for this time of year. 93 is average for what we would be seeing for late June. Unfortunately, we will not escape the triple digits. That's what it's looking like for this afternoon. Here is the warm up, already in the mid 90s above average by 1 o'clock. Plenty of sunshine means lots of solar radiation, a lot of opportunity to see those temperatures climb into the triple digits. Hey, reminder, today is the Houston Pride Parade, and you are going to want to bring your sunglasses. You're going to want to bring your hats. You're going to want to bring plenty of water because it is going to be incredibly toasty. The high for today, 104 degrees by the time the parade starts. Temperatures still above average, 94 with plenty of sunshine this evening, 87 degrees at 10 o'clock. Now, check it out. We're looking to get close to, if not match, that century mark for tomorrow, but some relief is on the way. Monday's high temperature, 93 degrees, which is average. Now, until we can look forward to that, we do have to keep these heat tips in mind. Like I mentioned, make sure you're drinking plenty of water throughout the day. If you have a little headache, that's kind of already the sign that you are dehydrated, so you don't want to get to that point. You want to make sure you're keeping up with that water intake, because remember, you're going to be sweating a lot throughout the day, losing a lot of water content. Wear light colored clothing like this that will reflect solar radiation. Dark colored clothing absorbs it and heats you up even further. Another good tip is wear loose fitted clothing that allows your body to sweat and thus cool off. And of course, the best thing you can do if you're feeling like you're too hot, make sure you give your body a rest. Listen to your body. So take breaks in the shade, and even better, try to go inside to cool it off even more quickly through some nice AC. Other than that, really not much to worry by way of the radar. That's going to be incredibly quiet for today. In fact, satellite also pretty quiet too. Not much cloud cover until we get into our Sunday. A little bit more cloud cover building in. We do have a chance for a spot shower, mainly in the late evening. That is a precursor as to what we can expect as we push towards this coming week. Those rain chances are going to be ramping up. So staying dry for our Saturday. Notice that 20% for our Sunday. That's going to be for very late Sunday, mainly overnight into our Monday. Then 50% chance for rain, 60 on Tuesday. We'll repeat that on Wednesday. In fact, rain chances look to continue through the end of the week, and that means we could be stacking up those rainfall totals in the inches, which is absolutely great news because this could potentially put a nice dent in that drought monitor that we have been seeing get progressively worse week after week, with not only the scorching heat, but no relief from wet weather. So models are being very generous so far with what kind of rainfall rates we could be seeing and the accumulation we could have by the end of the week. So potentially getting 2, 3, maybe even 4 inches of rainfall, a bullseye there for Colorado and Wharton County. You could potentially be seeing even more than that. That's going to be especially true if this front does what it's hinting at by the middle of the week. Check it out. So we have this front, this surface front that's going to move in overnight Sunday into early Monday, and then look at what it does. It's going to stall out for Monday, stall out for Tuesday, and in fact, already by Tuesday, we're going to start to see it push into the Gulf. This is going to be very important because what do we have at the Gulf right now? Lots of warm water, bath water. Have you been to Galveston? My goodness, you're not seeing much relief from the heat if you're jumping in the water because that's pretty warm too. So if the front gets out to the Gulf, there's counterclockwise rotation all along this front. And if it gets to open water where there's plenty of energy, plenty of warm water, that counterclockwise flow could start to scoop up quite a bit of moisture. And models are showing this could potentially become a tropical low by the middle of next week. What does that mean for us? It could get a lot of juice that could potentially come back and dump in more rain for us. So look at what the models are suggesting, that by Wednesday, that low starts to retrograde and scoop up even more moisture into the Houston metro area and to portions of South Texas. We definitely would need that rain from the drought. Right now, it's only a 20% chance of developing into that tropical low. It's a low-end chance, no real risk from it now, but we'll keep a very close eye on it. A much better chance for development is going to be this tropical wave that's over the central Atlantic right now. It's got a 30% chance of development over the next 2 days and a 60% chance, a much better chance, as we head into the middle of next week. By Thursday, it could spin up enough energy and become organized enough to become the second named storm of the Atlantic hurricane season, taking the name Bonnie. It is well off to the south, though, and the trajectory looks to stay that way as it moves west at 15 miles an hour. Right now, it's spinning winds at 25 miles an hour. The Windward Islands look to see the development potentially by Tuesday, and then the southeastern Caribbean Sea by the middle of the week. So like I mentioned, so far we've just had Alex. That 60% chance could take us to the second name on the list, which would be Bonnie. So we'll, again, keep a close eye on that. Make sure to give you social updates on that throughout the day and throughout the weekend into the coming week as it gets closer and closer to the Windward Islands. Triple digits look to finally take a break by this weekend, and then we start to pump in that much needed moisture. So ramping up those rain chances like we talked about to 50% on Monday, taking it to 60% all the way through Wednesday. Rain chances holding on through the middle of the work week, and the heat also backing up a little bit. So finally closer to average, the low 90s, and even a couple degrees below that. So that is some good news, some good relief. So just hang in there this weekend and stay hydrated.